Glyndwr University. I love a good cheer for health and safety, well done. Please note, during this ceremony, if the fire alarm were to sound in this hall, you will be invited to remain seated until a brief investigation is carried out to determine if there is an incident. The fire alarm will still sound during this investigation period. If an evacuation is required, you will be instructed to do so by the relevant marshals. Please follow the instructions given to you at all times. In the event of an evacuation being required, please note the fire exits in this main hall. Wheelchair users and others with mobility issues, please note the fire exit for you to use would be the doors nearest to the stage on your left or any doors on the right. For guests sitting in the balcony of this hall, your fire exits are through main entrance door into the balcony or through the fire exit door at the front of the balcony seating on your right-hand side. For guests sitting in the Nick Whitehead Theatre, your fire exits are through main entrance door into the theatre or through the fire exit door at the front of the theatre to your left-hand side. In the event of an emergency, marshals will direct you to your nearest fire exit and to the relevant fire assembly points. The ceremony itself will start when the band play the processional music and the procession will enter the hall. At this point, the Chief Marshal will ask you all to stand. Please remain standing until the procession party is on the stage, when the Chief Marshal will advise you to sit. During the ceremony, the use of mobile phones is strictly prohibited, so please ensure all mobile phones are switched off or on silent. You are also requested to refrain from talking throughout the ceremony. If you have children in attendance and they become restless, we respectfully request that you quietly exit the hall with them. The ceremony will last approximately an hour to an hour and a half, and we ask that you remain seated as far as possible until the end of the ceremony to minimise disruption or disturbance for others. Please note, photographs can be taken during the ceremony, but we kindly ask that you do not obstruct the view of any other guest or the aisles. At the end of the ceremony, the band will play again, and you will be requested to stand while the procession leaves the hall. We will invite the graduates to join the procession as it leaves the hall, followed by their guests. And you can make your way over to the Edward Llwyd Centre, where refreshments will be available. Please do not leave the hall until directed to do so by the marshals to allow the procession time to clear the hall. We would ask that you arrange to meet graduates in the Edward Llwyd Centre after the ceremony rather than in the main reception. We are delighted to be able to welcome you to the university today. We hope you enjoy the ceremony and your day. Thank you.
Wel, bore da a croeso I Brifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham ac I seremoni raddio y Brifysgol. Y gyntaf o 5 seremoni i'w chynnal dros 3 diwrnod. Welcome to Wrexham Glyndwr University and to the university's graduation ceremony, the first of 5 ceremonies to be held over 3 days. Y mae 2 ran i'r seremoni sy'n cael ei alw yn gynulliad y Brifysgol. Yn rhan gyntaf y cynulliad, byddwn yn derbyn yn gymrawd anrhydeddus, unigolyn a ystyrir yn deilwng o'r anrhydedd yma. Yn ail ran y seremoni, byddwn yn cyflwyno tystysgrifau, diplomau a graddau. There are 2 parts to this ceremony, known as a congregation of the university. In the first part, we will receive as an honorary fellow an individual who has been judged worthy of this honour. In the second part of the ceremony, we will be presenting certificates, diplomas and degrees. Wel, mae'n rhoi pleser mawr I mi wahodd Maxine Penlington, cadeirydd bwrdd y Llywodraethwyr, I agor y seremoni y bore yma. It gives me great pleasure to invite Maxine Penlington, Chair of the Board of Governors of Glyndwr University, to open the ceremony.
Westion nydedig, foneddigion a boneddigesau, ddarpa raddedigion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduands. For many of you, today's ceremony is the official end of your studies at Wrexham Glyndwr University and is marked by these formal proceedings known as a congregation, followed by informal celebrations afterwards in the Edward Llwyd Centre. The reason for this congregation is so that degrees can be conferred, honorary fellowships awarded, and other business which concerns the university be transacted. Ac felly, gan yr awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, mae'n bleser mawr genefagor y cynulliad hwn o Brifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham ac I ofyn I broclamasiwn y Brifysgol gael ei ddarllen. And so, by the authority given to me by the university, it gives me great pleasure to open this congregation of Wrexham Glyndwr University and to ask that the university proclamation be read.
Hyder trwy addysg. Bydded hysbys I aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yn bresennol. Y cynhelir heddiw ar y dyddiad hwn, dydd Mercher, y 10 ar 20 o Hydref 2019 yn nhref Wrexham. Gynulliad awdurdodedig o Brifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham a Phrifysgol Cymru I dderbyn yn gymrawd anrhydeddus, unigolyn teilwng sydd trwy ei weithredoedd wedi profi ei hun yn deilwng o barch yn y gymdeithas academaidd. Derbynir i'w gwobrau hefyd unigolion sydd trwy efrydiaeth yn y Brifysgol a thrwy ddisg, medr a dyfalbarhad wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ag ordeiniadau'r Brifysgol. Gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad, ar iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl, i wasanaethu ei hoes a'i cenedl dan fendith y nef. Yna, dy oleuni a gyfyd mewn tywyllwch, ath dywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd, a rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladant yr hen ddiffeithleoedd. Y mae digonedd o air ac o emau, ond geiriau deallus yw'r trysor gwerthfawr ocaf. Hyder trwy addysg. Confidence through education. Be it known to members of the university and to all here present that an authorised congregation of Wrexham Glyndwr University and the University of Wales is being held here in the town of Wrexham this day, Wednesday, 30th of October 2019, to receive as an honorary fellow a worthy person who through his actions and deeds has shown himself to be worthy of the respect of the academic community. In addition, those who have, through study at the university and through learning, ability and perseverance, been deemed worthy of university awards in accordance with the ordinances of the university will be admitted to their appropriate degrees, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Mae Owain Glyndwr wedi ein hysbrydoli ni dros y canrifoedd. Tra roedd Shakespeare yn disgrifio'r dyn, roedd y bardd Cymraeg Iolo Goch yn disgrifio ei lys. Gorau Cymro tro trylew bua'r wlad. Lyn bywer lew, gŵr meingrydd gorau mangre, a ffiau'r llys, hoff yw'r lle. The spirit of Glyndwr has inspired generations. The Welsh poet Iolo Goch described his court, while Shakespeare spoke of the man. He is a worthy gentleman, exceedingly well read and profited in strange concealments, valiant as a lion and wondrous affable, and as bountiful as mines of India. Wel, mae nawr yn bleser gen I alw ar Amy Rattenbury I gyflwyno David Jones am gymrodoriaeth anrhydeddus. It now gives me pleasure to call upon Amy Rattenbury to present David Jones for an honorary fellowship.
David Jones was born in 1951 at the foot of the Capeliolo Hills in Penmaen Mawr, an area from which his spirit never strays. Becoming involved initially with North Wales Mountain Rescue as a member of the Ogwen Valley Mountain Rescue Organisation and the Search and Rescue Dogs Association, SARDA, he's a qualified cadaver and submerged water search dog handler, trainer, instructor, assessor and advisor with British and international search and rescue teams. Experienced in team leading in earthquake and natural disaster situations in El Salvador and Turkey, he has contributed in Croatia, the USA, Japan, Russia, Poland and Spain, along with many other countries worldwide, and taken part in humanitarian work in Bosnia, Kosovo and Mozambique. Together with Human Remains and Cadaver Search, with the Commission for the Disappeared, he's collaborated with UK police forces on cold case investigations. Holding the Gold Medal for Professional Dog Handlers Award for Devotion to Duty, the Queen's Gold and Diamond Jubilee Medals, the Croatian Silver Medal for Services to Mountain Rescue, David was awarded the honorary rank of Captain with the Spanish Army in 2019. He shares his expertise with university students on forensic science and research programs. David Jones transcends age and class. He is described as inspirational, a leader of people, and a man who does not forget his roots. A man whose astute humour endears him to his friends and colleagues. David is being honoured for his services to the community. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you David Jones for the sake of honour, Fellow of Glyndwr University.
Bore da, good morning. I've been in many disasters and nervous situations around the world, but believe me, nothing like this morning, so you'll just have to bear with me. First of all, let me say how grateful I am to Wrexham Glyndwr University for bestowing upon me this honorary fellowship. I accept it not only for myself, but also on behalf of all the people with whom I have worked with throughout my career. Thank you for allowing me to join you in this celebration of achievements, and I would like to extend my congratulations to the achievements of all graduates here today. Although I never went to university myself, but I have had the opportunity to work with a number of institutions over the years, and recently this has included students from Glyndwr. Together, we have held conferences, undertaken searches, and performed research in the area of forensic search. One particular project which looked at a search dog's ability to work in a saltwater environment was even recognised for a prize at a National Forensic Science Conference. So I know the quality of graduates produced by this university firsthand, and I am proud to now have one of them working and training with me full-time. This makes me confident that you will go on to achieve great things in your chosen careers. I have the opportunity today to pass on a few words of wisdom, to provoke some thought and offer some inspiration as you move on to the next stage of your lives. either with education or with your careers. I have 3 key things for you to take away, each of which stems from well-used quotes in mountaineering. Good judgment comes from experience. Experience comes from bad judgment. Evan Harden. There will be times in your work and careers where you don't get things right, where you make a mistake or miss something. I can certainly think of a few examples of this in my career. But it is important to not let this become a barricade but a lesson. True mistakes are only the ones that you repeat. So don't beat yourself up for not getting it right. Just ensure that you reflect and learn from it. Edmund Vistas, a high-altitude mountaineer, said, "It's a round trip. Getting to the summit is optional. Getting down is mandatory." This is a mountain you choose to climb, and today is your summit. You have reached an all-time high in your education, and you should be immensely proud of how far you have come to achieve this. But the journey is not over, and you must look forward to the next part of the journey, which will offer new and different challenges. Where you go next and what you do now is just as important as everything you have done up until this point. So get back down the mountain using all the knowledge and skills you developed climbing it in the first place. Rusty Bale, a British mountaineer often acclaimed for his climb of Cenotaph Corner in Llanberis, said, "In the mountains, there are only 2 grades. You can either do it or you can't. You have all proved today that you can climb this mountain. Every one of you here has gotten through because of talent, intelligence, and hard work. You have all been faced with challenges to overcome and factors which you may have had you think you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it, but your commitment and persistence to get to the top prevailed. Those skills have developed in themselves and are just important as the individual marks and classifications on your certificates. So enjoy your time today at the top of the mountain with all the people who motivated and supported you, and make sure that you got there. Remember that there will always be people like me out there to find you and help you if you get lost along the way. And so all you need to do is just keep climbing new mountains. Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much.
Bydded hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol fod y Brifysgol wedi rhoddi'r awdurdod i'r athro Maria Hinfela i dderbyn i'w graddau fyfyrwyr Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham a enillodd raddau yn unol â rheolau'r Brifysgol. Gwelir enwau'r rhai y gellir ei derbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn yn y rhestr printiedig sydd wedi ei ddosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the university and to all who are present that the university has granted authority to Professor Maria Hinfela to admit to their degrees students of Wrexham Glyndwr University who have qualified for degrees according to the regulations of the university. The names of those who may be admitted to their degrees in this congregation are to be seen on the printed lists that have been distributed today. Anrhydeddus is ganghellor, Cyflwynaf i chi y myfyrwyr hyn o Brifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham yw graddau, diplomau a'i tystysgrifau priodol. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you these students from Wrexham Glyndwr University to their respective certificates, diplomas and degrees. Diploma Addysg Uwch, Diploma of Higher Education.
Bethan Dawson, Rebecca Evans, Tina Jarvis, Helena Jones-Rosario. Eve Pugh, Angela Scaife, Nikita Miller-Clark, Stacey Pears. Anne Mary-Lise Kelly, Caitlin Davis, Neil Carrington.
Gradd sylfaen yn y celfyddydau. Foundation Degree in Arts.
Sharon Taylor, Lee Booth, Norma Collin, Gwenan Jones. Jenna Jones, Suzanne McCarthy, Stacey Shawn.
Bachelor yn y celfyddydau anrhydedd. Bachelor of Arts, Honours.
Leon Bagnall, Yasmin Bisland, Rose Bonson, Shani Kasim Itibar. Nadia Chalogaloo, Karen Cresswell, Michaela Crowther, Georgina Davis-Hunter. Kimberly Deakin, Francesca Dodd, Kate Duggan, Charlotte Eade, Alana Edwards. Kirsty Emanuel, Angela Furnival, Zoe Georgie Corrin, Daniel Jovanovic. Imogen Goldsmith, Amy Jones, Katie Jones, Bethann Jones-Williams. Donna Kelly, Amanda Longley, Tomasz Matuszki, Kaylee Jane Monk. Imogen Murphy, Molly Pepper, Tony Smythe, Christy Stewart-Jones. Jordan Thomas, Valerie Turner, Mohammed Ullah, Sophie Wheatman. Hannah Wilcox, Danielle Williams, Hannah Williams. Rebecca Bailiff, Samantha Cowper, Millie Crichton, Gary Davis. Georgia Davis, Katie Farr, Rowan Hopwood, Faye Jameson. Deborah Johnson, Amy Jones, Hannah Jones.
Cyd enillydd Gwobr Emmett Roberts, joint winner of the Emmett Roberts Award.
Claire Kindred, Jenaba Kinte.
Parhau gyda'r gwobrau Bachelor yn y celfyddydau, continuing with the Bachelor of Arts Awards.
Lucy McCusker, Lydia Matley-Tumiak, Helen Morgan, Lydia Rees. Lauren Riley, Lydia Roberts, Misha Smith, Jennifer Thompson. Bethan Turner, Timothy Versey, Paula Walsh, Amy Bevan-Smith. Danielle Coventry, Emma Richards, Claire Cooner. Anne-Marie Duncan, Alison Hill, Cheryl Jones, Louise Jones. Lois Muir, Agnieszka Ratajaska, Laura Roberts.
Bachelor mewn Gwyddoniaeth Anrhydedd, Bachelor of Science Honours.
Penny Boyle, Claire Davis, Fiona Dolben, Sean Doyle. Jane Hillman, Rachel Jackson, Michaela Murphy, Nicola McGow. Eleanor Hughes, Lynette Hughes, Mashira Khalid, Ruth Mandane. Danielle Marchant, Claudia Martins-Beata, Honorata Sokolska, Jeanette Ellis. Jane Hand, Julie Hawkins, Elizabeth Stokes, Nicola Jones. Wendy Oakes, Sophie Roberts, Nicola Wheelhouse.
Wel, cyn i'r is-ganghellor anerch y cynulliad, fe gawn yn awr berfformiad cerddorol byr gan Ensemble pres graddio Prifysgol Glyndwr, sydd yn gysylltiedig â cerddorfa Symphony Wrexham. Mae Glyndwr yn gartref swyddogol i'r gerddorfa. Cofiwch mai nid egwyl yw hwn ond perfformiad, a felly fi asem yn gwerthfawrogi petai chi'n aros yn eich seddau ar gyfer y band. Before the Vice-Chancellor's address, we will now have a short musical performance from the Glyndwr University Graduation Brass Ensemble, who are affiliated to the Wrexham Symphony Orchestra, the orchestra in residence here at the William Aston Hall. Please remember that this is not an intermission but a performance, and we would appreciate it if you could remain seated. Mae hoffwn yn awr wahodd yr is-ganghellor I roi ei hanherchiad. I would now like to invite the Vice-Chancellor to give her address.
Chair, graduating students, parents, spouses, friends, colleagues, honoured guests, fellows, members of the Board of Governors, ladies and gentlemen. Bore da. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you most warmly to today's awards ceremony at Wrexham Glyndwr University on what is a very special day for everyone assembled today, whether you are here in person or watching the live stream. In fact, this moment with you as graduates in the spotlight will remain available on YouTube for many years to come, for as long as YouTube still exists as a social media platform. Gaining a university degree is one of the highest personal achievements, a test of stamina, commitment, intellectual rigor and ability, and you should be extremely proud. You have worked hard and you have embraced the opportunity of a university education. On behalf of all the staff and the governors of the university, I'd like to say congratulations, Glyndwr, and well done. I am delighted to be the first to shake your hands and to address you all today. It's a real privilege. As the leader of the university, I can truly say that graduation ceremonies are the highlight of the year, and I wouldn't mind if they happened every day. I would get to wear this wonderful gown and hat more regularly. I would hear about inspiring people who become honorary fellows, and I could meet graduates and their families all the time. As I'm sure you will agree, obtaining a degree is not easy. It isn't supposed to be, whatever subject you've taken and whatever degree classification you have achieved. It takes dedication and concentration, and I'm sure there will have been moments of uncertainty along the way in the past 3 years or so. Or did you never doubt yourself at all? If that was the case, good for you. But if you did doubt yourself, that's even better. The fact that you are here today, celebrating your success, means that you've managed to overcome those doubts. You may have learned valuable lessons along the way, how to cope with a bit of headwind and become a stronger person for it. That will stand you in good stead for the future as you focus on the next phase of your lives. As I've found, leading a university isn't about dressing up in academic gowns and celebrating every day either. There are headwinds and challenges for the university too, and I will talk about them just a little bit now. As Wrexham Glyndwr University, we are members of Universities Wales, along with 7 other universities based mostly in Cardiff and Swansea, plus Aberystwyth and Bangor. We meet about 4 or 5 times a year, usually in Cardiff, of course, although I've actually persuaded them to come up to North Wales for once, and they are coming up here next June. As part of our meeting schedule, we also speak with the Minister for Education regularly, Kirsty Williams. She has been the Welsh Minister for Education for 3.5 years now. Now, if you compare that to UK-wide, there have been at least half a dozen different ministers for universities and science at Westminster in the past 3 years. You just cannot keep up with it. In fact, some of them have been in the role twice and then disappeared again within weeks. But that's a different story. Back to Wales and our meetings with the Minister. She's really passionate about education at all levels and keen to see the university deliver quality teaching and research. She has visited all 8 universities more than once, and I'm always impressed that she remembers specific examples of what she has seen and heard. About a year ago, she met some of our staff and students in the social sciences area, and there was excellent engagement. She had conversations with groups in a roundtable setting in the then brand new scale-up space on B Corridor. It's good to see senior politicians reach out to organisations and to people and to be on top of their brief. But there is also a challenge, the headwind I mentioned earlier. Along with my colleagues in the sector, we would like to see more encouragement from government for Welsh students to stay in Wales and study here. There is a view that too many may leave the region for good, and that's a real shame, because Wales needs talent. There is an ambitious national strategy to grow the economy, to grow prosperity, and to improve healthcare. But to achieve that, we need the people and the higher level skills. We want to play our part, and we are ready to offer places to more students, whether they are local or from further afield. So spread the word. You've come through Wrexham Glyndwr University, and as successful alumni, you are now our ambassadors. So tell all your friends and family they don't need to go to various big and heavily polluted cities up the motorway in a northerly or easterly direction. I won't mention any names, of course. Apart from the issue of keeping more students in Wales, we also often talk to the Minister about financial support. A new system has just come in for maintenance grants for Welsh students, which is really positive. But the universities also argue that as institutions, we need support. Our level of income is staying the same, the costs are going up all the time. That can create difficulties. We want to invest in our facilities and in our programs so that we can continue to offer a quality education and the right level of services to our students. We need to make sure that our research stays current and that we not only keep up with what is happening in the industry today, but can also offer innovation and creativity to benefit the industry and community of tomorrow. That requires resources, in other words, money. But there will always be competing demands for government funding from other sections of society, which are just as deserving, and we do understand that. On the good news front, we've had some funding coming through for capital development at the university. The Higher Education Funding Council for Wales has made available £1.5 million so far for Wrexham Glyndwr University in the past couple of years towards delivery of our transformative Campus 2025 strategy. So far, we've invested in the study and the gallery, which are brand new social and collaborative learning spaces. We have transformed teaching spaces downstairs along B corridor. We have upgraded our catering facilities. We've invested in new clinical spaces for health education programs, and we've opened and transformed state-of-the-art sports facility jointly with the Football Association Wales at Colliers Park in Gresford. During this academic year, we plan to further upgrade the foyer and reception area outside this hall, which is very heavily used by students and visitors, and it could do with an upgrade. We also aim to create a new space for graduate startup businesses, which will be available at very low rental charges with access to support and advice for recent graduates who look to set up their own independent businesses. In the longer term, Campus 2025 will bring many more exciting developments, such as a new learning gateway building and a reconfiguration of the external space, making it more pedestrian-friendly. To fund this, we need to sell some pieces of land in and around Wrexham, which we do not require for university buildings, and we aim to do this in tandem with other development plans for the region. In other words, our plans to transform the university and offer the excellent facilities our students rightly expect should also help the plans for Wrexham and the surrounding area. We want to offer inspiring places where people can thrive and inspire others. That is what learning is about. I've worked in education for my entire career in various countries. To be precise, first in my home country, the Netherlands, followed by Ireland for a number of years, and now the UK. Yes, I am and will continue to be a European citizen and proud of it. Don't worry, I won't use the B word in this speech. Cultures and landscapes are, of course, different across various countries, and so are systems of education. But the one thing that binds us all together, in my personal experience, is a strong motivation to do well, which is shared by the students, the academic and professional staff, and by policymakers, even though they may be far away. I've always found it incredibly rewarding to see my graduates do well. That is why I think education is among the best sectors to work in. At Wrexham Glyndwr University, we invite alumni to stay in touch and tell us how they are getting on. We have WGU Connect and our Careers and Employability Service, which will remain available to you and will be there to help you whenever you need it. And you can also help us. The Independent National Graduate Outcome Survey will contact you in about a year's time. They gather information from as many graduates as possible around the country 15 months after they have completed their studies. I cannot stress enough how important it is for us and for future students that you participate in this survey, so that we can build an accurate picture of the impact and outcomes which our academic programs have. We care about this, and we will act on any lessons learned. I'm sure that, like everybody, you sometimes ignore emails and phone calls, but don't ignore these. You will see Graduate Outcomes UK as part of the address, in the email address, which will send out emails to people inviting them to participate. And as your university, we are also obliged to keep your contact details updated, so please help us with that too. As we celebrate your achievements today, it's important that we remember all those who made your success possible. This includes, of course, your friends here at the university who enjoyed your company. It also includes the academic staff, the technicians, the professional services staff who've helped and supported you throughout your time here. Equally, our thanks go to the Students' Union, bringing your voice to every level of the university. It's also important for us to remember those who helped you get here in the first place. Teachers at your schools, perhaps, your employers who supported you, and of course, first and foremost, those on the home front. No matter how much individual talent you have, very few people can thrive unless they have a supportive environment around them. People who let you get on with your studies and who lent a listening ear when you needed one. Those people deserve your thanks today, as you could not have managed without them. So on your behalf, I would like to thank them all. So let's see and hear how much you have appreciated them. Could I ask all the graduates please to stand? And turn round and give your home front a warm round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down again. Thank you very much. That was much appreciated, clearly. Very good. Before I round off, I'd also like to thank our Wrexham Glyndwr graduate ensemble for their fantastic performance. Steve, Mia, Keris, Alfie and Kian. So well done. I think they're behind the curtains there. They will be here for the next few days with us to do all the sessions, so it's quite a long haul. So finally, I wish you every success in your future careers, and once again, there's nothing more rewarding than discovering what impact a university education can have on people. So don't forget about that graduate outcome survey, please, in a year or so's time. Today, though, is about enjoying the moment, and I'd like to wish you a lovely celebration later on. You deserve it. And for the future, I wish you pob luck, good luck, good health and happiness. Diolch yn fawr, thank you.
Anrhydeddus is-ganghellor. Cyflwynaf i chi y myfyrwyr hyn o Brifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham yw graddau, diplomau a'i tystysgrifau priodol. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you these students from Wrexham Glyndwr University to their respective certificates, diplomas and degrees. Bachelor mewn gwyddoniaeth anrhydedd. Bachelor of Science, Honours.
Sarah Dyer, Nicola Jones, Stephanie Vaughan, Sarah Williams. Jacqueline Brett, Louis Canning, Adele Chinnery-Turner, Brendan O'Donoghue, Laura Edwards.
Enillydd gwobr ymchwil therapi galwedigaethol, winner of the Occupational Therapy Research Award.
Lynette Edwards.
Parhau gyda'r gwobrau Bachelor mewn gwyddoniaeth anrhydedd, continuing with the Bachelor of Science Honours Awards.
Nicola Edwards, Lauren Farrell, Lydia Fossianu, Amy Furnival.
Enillydd gwobr Alex Rouse, winner of the Alex Rouse Award.
Tracy Green.
Parhau gyda'r gwobrau Bachelor mewn gwyddoniaeth anrhydedd, continuing with the Bachelor of Science Honours Awards.
Kate Hughes, Joanna Jackson, Alana McPherson, Georgina Martin. Deborah May, Donna McGuinness, Joanne Mills, Thea Moorfield. Elaine O'Shea, Sophie Parry, Chloe Fenner, Danielle Price. Beth Ann White, Nadia Williams, Joey Wright, Katie Wright. Lindsay Broom, Melissa Attic, Ava Brezeninska, Lauren Ellis. Tamara Gray, Marta Jasinska, Martina Majoska, Lauren Spruce. Irina Tavares Diaz da Mota, Victoria Jane Thomas, Lindsay Devereaux, Julie Evans. Catherine Prince, Rondalyn Roberts, Sharon Williams, Sian Hughes.
Diploma uwchraddedig. Postgraduate diploma.
Paula Coupland, Nia Davis, Claire Evans. Sophie Mosley, Helen Shakeshaft, Hannah Speed, Kirsty Francis.
Enillydd Wobr Goffa Sally O'Gara, winner of the Sally O'Gara Memorial Prize.
Sianed Hughes.
Parhau gyda'r gwobrau diplomau raddedigion, continuing with the postgraduate awards.
Alison McCann.
Meistr yn y Celfyddydau. Master of Arts.
Andrea Cooper, Claire Crew, Lauren Crofts, Tara Ogilvie. Jasmine Roberts, Matthias Thomas.
Meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth. Master of Science.
Jonathan Atkin, Julia Barker, Leah Cox, Helen Craddock. Sandra Fox, Simon Hooton, Colette Hughes, Adrian Johnson. Victoria Kernahan-Lester, Claire Kirby, Martin Mulholland, Sharon Owen. Sue-Ann Owen, Rebecca Roshan, Susan Slegg, Matthew Ware. Lucy Clark, Rachel Cudricks, Andrew Miller. Emma Adamson, Leah Armitage, Alison Colshaw, Beth Ann Owen. Paula Pennington, Jane Roberts, Shan Youssef Mohammed, Julie Pope. Claire Woodcock, Natalie Jones.
Doethir mewn iechyd. Teitl y thesis, y labordy newid, lleihau'r bwlch rhwng ymchwil ar ddibyniaeth ac ymarfer yn y gymuned. Doctor of Health. Thesis title, The Change Laboratory. Scaffolding the gap between addiction research and community-based practice.
Robert O'Driscoll.
Doethir yn y gwyddorau iechyd. Teitl y thesis, Hyfforddiant mewn swydd a datblygiad proffesiynol parhaus ar gyfer nyrsys iechyd meddwl cofrestredig, ymholiad deongliadol. Doctor of Health Sciences. Thesis title, in-service training and continuing professional development for registered mental health nurses, an interpretive inquiry.
John Carden.
Please bear with me while I find the right page. I think I'm there, yes. We now come to the most formal part of the ceremony. It's the point at which we confer the degrees or other awards on you and you become graduates. At some of the older universities in England, this might be done in Latin. At the newer English universities, it's done in English, so here we're going to do it in Welsh, just to be different. The orator will ask me to confer the degrees and all their privileges on you, which I will do, and she will then ask me to do the same for those who are not present here today and are getting their degrees in absentia. May I therefore ask you once again to stand, please, and face me this time.
Anrhydeddus isganghellor. Cymeradwyaf I chi dderbyn y myfyrwyr hynny i'w gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r graddau hyn.
Twi awdurdod y brifysgol a ymddiried wedi mi, derbyn iaf chwych gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r gwobrau hyn.
Anrhydeddus isganghellor. Cymeradwyaf I chi dderbyn yn ei habsenoldeb y myfyrwyr hynny a enwyd yn rhannau priodol y rhaglen i'w gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r graddau hyn.
Twi awdurdod y brifysgol a ymddiried wedi mi, derbyn iaf y chrau a nodwyd yn ei habsenoldeb i'w gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r gwobrau hyn. That's it, you've got your degrees. Congratulations.
O gai ofyn yn awr I gynrychiolydd o Fwrdd Llywodraethwyr Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham, Maxine Penlington, I gyflwyno gwobr I fyfyriwr nad ydyw'n graddio heddiw. May I now invite the Chair of the Board of Governors of Wrexham Glyndwr University, Maxine Penlington, to introduce an award to a non-graduating student today.
Foneddigion a boneddigesau, ladies and gentlemen, we have already heard of the importance of celebrating the hard work and success of you and the 1,000 or so individuals who are receiving their degrees, diplomas or certificates over these 3 days. But we should also remember that at this very moment across the university, there are thousands of students still studying, working hard towards their goal next year or in 2 or 3 years' time of sitting exactly where you are today. Their outstanding achievements should also be celebrated. And so the university has a number of prizes for students who are still studying. A gaf ofyn felly fod yr areithiwr yn darllen enwau'r myfyrwyr hynny fydd yn derbyn gwobrau heddiw. May I therefore ask that the orator reads out the names of those students who will be receiving prizes today.
Enillydd gwobr Eden Ravenscroft, winner of the Eden Ravenscroft Prize, Bachelor mewn nyrsio, Bachelor of Nursing, Rachel Luty. Wel, hoffwn yn awr, alw ar gadeirydd Bwrdd y Llywodraethwyr i gau y cynulliad y bore yma. I would now like to invite the Chair of the Board of Governors to close the congregation this morning. Diolch yn fawr.
The granting of an academic award brings with it privileges and responsibilities. Through your hard work and diligence, you have joined a distinguished society of scholars. Hoffwn ychwanegu fy llongyfarchiadau personol i'r rhai'r isgynhellwr a'r prifysgol. Wrth wneud hynny yr wyf yn cain ffurfiol gynulliadau Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham a Prifysgol Cymru. I would like to add my personal congratulations to those of the Vice-Chancellor and the University. In doing so, I formally close the congregations of Wrexham Glyndwr University and the University of Wales.
Wel, gyfeillion, dyna ddiwedd ein seremoni am y bore yma. Cynhelir cynulliad nesaf Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrexham y prynhawn yma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this morning's graduation ceremony. The next congregation of Wrexham Glyndwr University will be held this afternoon. Gai ofyn i chi gyd i sefyll ac aros ar eich traed os gwelwch yn dda, hyd nes i'r orymdaith gan gynnwys y graddedigion newydd adael y neuadd. May I ask you all to stand and remain standing until the procession, including the new graduates, has left the hall. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. Thank you.